Good morning, my name's Richard Ogston, I'm Head of Student Services, and my role today is to signpost a range of services and support to you to make you aware of some resources and facilities we have across the college that are there for all our students, regardless of the subject you study, the level you're studying at, or the type of student you are. Student Services covers a whole range and raft of different services and support and resources from admissions, which most of you will have experienced, or you wouldn't be a student in the first place because they send out your correspondence, your letter of offer, set you up any interviews and that sort of thing. Student funding, which applies to just about every student in the college these days. We also have a student support team, an additional support team, which I'll talk about in a little while. We have a very busy college nursery. We have a very active student union. We have a spiritual care team who are not employed by the college, but is made up of a collection of local professionals who wish to be involved in the college community, and their role is to come in and help us occasionally with cultural celebrations or events, and also they offer some pastoral care and a listening ear for anybody who needs it. We also have a college reception team based at most of the main buildings in the Perth campus, who are very busy and help students in all sorts of ways, and also set up any appointments or put you in touch with the staff and the services you need to know about. The first thing I would like to talk to you about is student funding. We have a very busy student funding team, very experienced. However, one of the things that I would like to get across is that if you have got any queries or if you haven't sorted your funding out already, then the key message here is to make sure you kind of take some action as soon as you can. We have an awful lot of people applying for funding at this time of year, and although the team are very good, it does take time to process and assess all these applications. So sometimes you might have to wait a week or so before we get back to you. But if you're an HE level student, the chances are you'll be also in touch with SAS regarding your funding. If you're an FE level student, you're likely to be applying for a bursary or an education maintenance allowance, EMA for short, or maybe some help with travel or something like that, and that's done through the college directly. So, but like I said at the start, the message here is get it sorted sooner rather than later. The first thing I would like to talk to you about is student funding. We have a very busy student funding team, very experienced. However, one of the things that I would like to get across is that if you have got any queries or if you haven't sorted your funding out already, then the key message here is to make sure you kind of take some action as soon as you can. We have an awful lot of people applying for funding at this time of year, and although the team are very good, it does take time to process and assess all these applications. So sometimes you might have to wait a week or so before we get back to you. But if you're an HE level student, the chances are you'll be also in touch with SAS regarding your funding. If you're an FE level student, you're likely to be applying for a bursary or an education maintenance allowance, EMA for short, or maybe some help with travel or something like that, and that's done through the college directly. So, but like I said at the start, the message here is get it sorted sooner rather than later. One of the other things that the funding team offer is discretionary funds, otherwise known as hardship. Every year we have a wide range of students who we help, mainly students who are facing some sort of hardship. These days it's very difficult for students to study and make ends meet and balance lots of things in their lives, so as much as we can we try to help where possible. We do tend to focus most of the need on things like housing costs, so if you can't pay your rent or if you're struggling to pay any bills, then sometimes we might be able to help you out with a one-off payment to help you along. Sometimes We look at sort of general hardship. Occasionally we'll have somebody with their travel if they're finding it difficult to pay to get in and out of college. We look at these things case by case, but like I say, every year we help quite a wide range of students, and part of our job is to help students stay on track. And if a little bit of hardship sometimes makes a difference between somebody succeeding and staying on their course, then that's what we're here for. The other thing we help with is childcare funds. We get a high number of students who have got childcare, and we help to support anybody, whether it's through our own college nursery or with help with external nurseries as well. So again, every year that happens. So if this is something you didn't know, or is this something you want to take advantage of, then get in touch with the funding team and get some information from them. Hardship forms are available online, or you can pick them up from the funding team or phone to get one sent out from the first week in September. The other thing over the last couple of years that we've started to offer students is workshops on budgeting. What we find is that students find that they've never managed money before. We've got lots of students who live away from home for the first time, or we just have students who are not necessarily very good at managing their own affairs. So we offer a range of budgeting workshops to instill good habits and keep them on the straight and narrow. We sometimes get external financial companies and organisations in to help us deliver these things in partnership, but they seem to be very popular. This year, for the first time, we had an offer from the Citizens Advice Bureau that they would supply us with a debt advisor, a fully experienced debt advisor to students who might be facing that kind of situation. So we've taken advantage of that offer, and so someone from Citizens Advice will be in college once a fortnight or so, both at Goodley Barn and at Brand Building. So if you want to speak to somebody about any debt you might be facing or situations you're in, then you could take advantage of that as well. These things are purely confidential. Nobody would know that you're taking advantage of these things. There might be occasions where our own funding team might suggest that you speak to someone like this and set you up an appointment if you felt it was something that would help, but otherwise it's purely down to yourself if you take these offers up. The student funding team itself offer drop-ins pretty much every day of the week. We've started this year offering services down from Goodleyburn as well as up at Bran. If you don't study in these places or you're a distance learning student, you can email, you can phone as well. You don't have to be able to come in here in person to get the same information. And student services have made an effort to set up some visits this year to our learning centres for the first time to offer them the same range of services as we offer in the main campus.